Locally, it's a great program. We have a great relationship with our local food bank where we're able to actually communicate to them directly on what they need. We're able to provide them what they need in a timely manner. And as long as we keep that relationship going, it's a successful program, and our associates are really excited to be a part of it. We do the best that we can every day to make sure we help provide our local food banks to make sure that we have the best products available for them and help support the program.
We're committed every day, food we don't sell, to put back into the community, to help the community.
I personally feel like the partnership is great. Born and raised in this area, so being able to give back to my community is huge.
Having grown up in this community my entire life, I know the importance of giving back to the community, so for me to be a part of that change, leading that here at Walmart, it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, the variety of the products that Walmart donates, it varies all across the store. I mean, meat, produce, frozen goods, bakery items.
Basically the whole meal.
Last year alone, we were able to donate 71,000 meals to our local community. So for this year, we're trying to meet that and exceeds it.
Walmart's goal is to reach 1 billion meals given back to the community nationwide.
When we pull up to a store, we hop out and most of the stores have everything ready for us and boxed up.
We pick up any food or products that the grocery store has and label them and put them in the trunk. I label the boxes and record what is in the boxes, whether it's meat, produce, dry goods, beverages, and we load it in the truck and go from stop to stop. As a volunteer at the food bank has been a marvelous experience and very gratifying.
I decided to start volunteering for the Central Illinois Foodbank because I really like the mission that they have, and I think it's really a big problem, food insecurity, and it's something that's not talked about super often. And so I think anything that can help get food to the people who need it is really important. Often when we come to volunteer, we're sorting different fruits and vegetables that are then used for distribution. Sometimes we're sorting donations, and basically it's just getting everything ready to go out to the public. I think fresh produce is super important. I think a lot of times, a lot of food pantries and other donation centers rely heavily on non-perishable items. So the fact that people who are facing food insecurity are able to come and get fresh produce is super important because they are getting the variety of food and getting the different minerals and nutrients that they really need. When someone is facing food insecurity, having as many options as possible is so important. And so when companies are able to donate and to get those fresh foods out to everyone who needs them, I think it looks good on everyone's part. And I think it's really beneficial for the local communities.
With our partnership with the food bank, we're able to get more for our bang, if you will, buying food and be able to provide those resources back to our clients. They're extra happy to be able to receive them at no cost, and it's a win-win situation, and in my opinion, it's a beautiful partnership that we have to be able to do that. And so the food bank provides the fruits and vegetables, of which I want to add is vitally important. To be able to have, the apples and, depending on the season, right, the watermelons and some of the dairy products that the food bank has been able to provide has been a phenomenal, important opportunity to really, reiterate the importance of, healthy living and healthy eating, and really just focusing on the entire being, if you will. So again, vitally important.
Our partnership with the food bank is very important. You want them to eat nutritious meals like everyone else can eat. So the food bank provides that for us. Fresh produce, we get apples, oranges, grains, salads, all of that stuff. And you would think some people would say, oh, they don't want that stuff, but they do. That's one of the first things they go to, the fruits and the vegetables. And so I think it's very important.
The Taylorville Food Pantry serves all of Christian County. We're serving a broader swath of the county than we used to. People are coming in from other communities to receive services because they like what we have available here. The goods that we're getting from the food bank, these are choice oranges, they're choice apples, they're choice sweet potatoes, and to be able to bring those into our pantry and make them available to our patrons has been very well received.
We have found that since we have been doing the food rescue program and now getting more and more from the food bank and having that available to them all 3 days of the week that they can come, that their consumption of those perishables and produce, have increased, which is a good thing.
It's such a huge blessing, not just to our community, but to all of the Salvation Armies that receive, and all the other agencies as well, that receive food from the food banks. It's such a huge blessing. It helps support our operations in the shelter and in the pantry. I would say we'd have probably a hard time serving the volume of clients that we do if we weren't receiving the support that we do from the food banks.
Well, basically, me and my family, we had a very tough time, and we decided to come in here. And they were so gracious to help us out when we didn't have anything. So that's basically one of the reasons that I volunteer here.
Having access to nutritious and fresh foods means a lot to me. I appreciate everything that donors do to help make sure that lower income families like mine have access to fresh fruits and vegetables, because it's not always easy to go and run down to the store to get something, or you don't always have the money to get the stuff that is good for your overall health.
It's a great service, it's something that I think does help out, especially in times when you're unemployed or when you need extra help. I appreciate the variety. I like to have a little bit of everything. Fresh vegetables and stuff like that is really important. That's great to have that resource in the community.
I think what they do here is absolutely amazing. I mean, if you could say that superheroes exist, they exist in this building.